Okay, Doge. Don't no one ever tell Doge what to do. Doge does what it does when it feels like doing. Yeah, Doge peaked at 32, now it's chilling at 30. That's it. We have a 30-cent Dogecoin, y'all. Now, there's something that I wanted to watch with you guys. Mark Cuban, my guy Mark Cuban. Anyone knows about Mark Cuban? He was a broke little frat boy junkie at 28, and today, less than 30 years later, he's a billionaire. All right, so he recently went on the Ellen show to talk about Doge, man. That might be the reason why we're seeing the 30%. Yeah, that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. It's a 10-minute video. Let's take a look.
And owning obviously the Dallas Mavericks. But you have been a businessman since you were how old? You were a kid when you started out.
Yeah, probably 9 and 10 years old selling baseball cards, and then 12 years old selling garbage bags door to door. I've been a hustler as long as I can remember.
You went to college, though, to study business, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so because you obviously knew enough to get into technology early on, and what were the first few companies, because which one made you the billionaire?
So the one that made me all the money was a company called Broadcast.com that started off as AudioNet. About 1995, I'd gone to Indiana University for business, and a friend of mine from school, Todd Wagner, and I, yeah, there you go, got together and said, we got...
All right, so he was a hustler since 11, 12, 13. You know who else was a hustler since 11, 12, 13? Warren Buffett. You want to know who else was a hustler from 11, 12, 13? Scandal.
So we started a company called AudioNet, which was the very first streaming company, and then we grew that, took it public, sold it for a lot of money, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, a lot of money. In 4 years, yeah. You sold it for a lot of money. So, because it's easy, I think, when you have money to keep making money, because you have money to either invest or put in the bank and earn interest. But what do you say to people to just right away, like, how do you get the money to even get there?
When you're first getting...
Before he answers that question, let me just say this, because I get this question and I hear this a lot, right? I hear this a lot. 9 out of 10 times, if people are not happy financially, it's because they don't invest their money, or their money makes no money. If you find someone who's broke right now and you gave them 10K, they're going to spend 5K on things they need, they're going to spend 5K on things they want, and then they're going to have nothing by the end of it. Or they could spend 5K on the things they need, 5K on investments. A 5K investment making 10% a week is 500 a week. That's 2K a month. Like, it's so simple. But if there's no patience, I'm in debt right now. Okay, you were in debt before you got the 5K. So when you got the 5K, you're not out of debt. You probably have 20, 30, 40K worth of debt. But if you don't use any of the money to make more money, the money will be gone.
It's not about trying to raise money. I think that's one of the mistakes people make. I think you want to find a skill that you have that you could sell. For me, it was selling garbage bags door to door. It was selling baseball cards. It was something that I could do. Shoveling driveways. Find something you can do personally and go out there and find customers for it and then grow it.
What a great gig you have, because not only is this something you love, but then you get to invest. These people come to you, which I'm sure happens all the time anyway. But
sure.
But what a great thing, and then you just keep making more money, just more money from that.
It's fun because the best part of the show is that every day kids come up to me or parents come up to me and say, my kid started a business because we've been watching Shark Tank, and that really got them excited to be an entrepreneur. The people who come on the show can be from anywhere, any circumstances, some small town, and they started in their garage, made it to Shark Tank, and then made it big. It's really exciting to be part of that.
You must be very...
Now, obviously, for business reasons, he has to plug Shark Tank, and he should. Shark Tank's a really good, inspirational show. If you like making money and want to be an entrepreneur, it's a great show to watch over and over and over again, so that you can pick up on some of the mannerisms and characteristics that the Machiavellian-style entrepreneurs are exuding to the aspiring entrepreneurs. Why wouldn't you want to be the big dog? Why would you watch Shark Tank and not want to be the shark?
The way to really be successful in my mind is just being able to get excited about something that you wake up every day looking forward to. And then if you can get really good at it and you want to make money at it, you can. And that's what I try to teach my kids. Find something you love to do.
Yeah. And cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency is just an asset to invest in. Bitcoin is kind of like a digital version of gold. Ethereum is a digital version of a currency. And then you got Dogecoin, which is just fun. But the weird part about it, it went from being a cryptocurrency joke to now becoming something that's becoming a digital currency. At the Mavs, we sell a lot of merchandise for Dogecoin, and you should look at it for the Ellen Shop. You guys could sell a whole lot of stuff for Dogecoin.
Hold on. Appreciate you, OG. That's what we needed. That's how we added another 18% to the already 37 or 5,700% gains on Dogecoin. I don't know why he calls it Dogecoin. I hear Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Doge. It's just Doge, all right? Say it with your chest. It's Doge. But I appreciate that, Mark Cuban. That's good. So you can buy Maverick merch using Doge on his website. And he just put the seed in Ellen's ear to sell her Ellen merch using Dogecoin. Now imagine if it becomes normal merch currency. That's the currency that you use when you buy merch from teams or artists, rappers, and shit like that. Oh, it's beautiful. Keep going.
Credit card interest expense is like 19 to 29%. You're not going to make that in the stock market or anywhere else automatically. Pay off that debt.
All right. Always save 6 months of expenses.
You never know what can go wrong. We saw the pandemic. You want to have that cushion.
Yeah. Invest in what you know.
Yeah, people try to get all fancy and think, they have a friend who knows this or that. Stick to the things that you know. And if it's something...
So for those who don't understand what he said, let me be the translator. Pay the plug and pay him on time. Stack up for a rainy day. Keep that lawyer fund handy because you never know what might happen. And stay in your lane. Stick to what you know. Don't go and sell that if the only thing you used to selling is this. Don't go over there and mess with him when you used to messing with her.
Yeah, so my thing has been real estate. I love real estate and I love, houses and design. So that's what I've invested in.
And children.
But now I'm interested in Dogecoin and I really want to know more about this. So talk about Dogecoin.
It's crazy. The craziest story ever. So
before he gets into his craziest story ever, let me just explain something to you about Ellen. Millions of followers, millions of children follow Ellen. So now Ellen has just given that generation yet another green light to pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Let's see your craziest story ever, bro.
Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was created as a joke in 2013 by these two programmers, right? And they just made it just to mess around. And then probably 2 years ago, people started talking about the meme online, okay, and started buying it. And probably within the last 6 months, the number of people buying it has just skyrocketed into the millions, and the value has gone up incredibly. And I'll give you an example. My son and I bought some for less than a penny. Jake, who's 11 years old, bought $30 worth, I think it was, and for less than a penny. Then it went up to 6 cents. He bought a little bit more. Then it went up to 40 cents, and now it's about 26 cents. So the question everybody wants to know is Dogecoin a good investment? And here's the reason I got Jake into it. It's not necessarily the best investment you can make, but you can buy it on Robinhood, and signing up and trading on Robinhood is free. So that's one thing. The second thing is it's about 26 cents per Dogecoin. So if you go and spend $5, $10, $15, that's a better bet, better investment than buying a lottery ticket. And you know what? It could go up. And the second part about it is if it doesn't go up and you want to spend it, you can buy merchandise on the Maverick store, hopefully soon on the Ellen Shop. So it's also becoming a digital currency, which is crazy if you think back to its origins. But as overall, when someone brings up Doge...
Okay, let's just not ignore the fact that he's getting his children in it. Billionaires are not going to have their children making poor financial decisions. They're just not.
I wouldn't say it's the world's best investment, but it's a whole lot better than a lottery ticket, and it's a great way to learn and start understanding cryptocurrencies.
There you have it. You can buy Mavericks tickets. You can buy Ellen merch. I hope she ain't selling the baby blood. And hopefully in the near future, Doge will reach $1. And let's just think, what does that mean today to someone who's never bought Doge? Okay, Doge is floating today between 27 cents and 30 cents. Okay, so if it reaches $1, you're looking at more than a 3x in your money. If you liked what you heard or you were entertained by the content of this video, hit the like, subscribe, maybe even leave me a little comment. But the one thing I ask you don't do is take any of my words and use them as financial advice. It is purely entertainment. See you next week.